Joining me now for RBC She's the Boss is Barbra-Joi Mitchell. Barbra-Joi's expertise in hospitality and passion for bringing people's special celebrations, dates, and proposals to life has made her business one of Toronto's most trendy and Insta-worthy picnic services. Picnics in the Six, Toronto's very first picnic service, was created when Barbra-Joi was inspired to transition her traditional catering business, ByJoi Events, due to the pandemic. She saw a unique opportunity to give back to the community by starting a company that spreads positivity and helps celebrate special moments with loved ones. I am so happy to have you join me today, Barbra-Joi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm obsessed with your business, absolutely obsessed. You make me want to throw out a blanket and just picnic every day.
Yes,
Uh,
why not?
Tell me about that moment when COVID first hit and you realized your business was almost decimated.
Yeah, so I remember at that time of year when it was all coming about, it was like I was excited to get into like the new year. I had weddings booked, I had events booked, corporate. And as like we were finding a little bit more about what was happening with COVID, I started to realize like, don't think that's going to be happening. And then that's like when the cancellations and everything started coming in. And then I was quickly trying to like make small businesses. Like I was trying to do grocery deliveries. I was doing grades box, smaller deliveries. And I remember Mother's Day was coming up and I was doing so much running around and I got in a car accident. Someone hit me. And I think that was a moment that was like, it's just time to slow down. No one knows what's going on. Just take a break. And, the weather started getting a little bit nicer and we started going for walks and hikes. And I started making little picnics for my friends. And I was like, we need this right now, like a service. And I was like, who's doing this around here? And no one was. So I was like, I'm doing it. And here we are now today.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Most people would have, collapsed under the pressure of that. I really love how you pivoted and turned this into a whole new thriving
Yeah.
business.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy how big it's grown and how fast.
So tell me then about you have all of these props that you use. You make the food. You just set up absolute beautiful settings. So how soon after you started it did the business start to take off?
I would probably say I started in end of May, launched on Instagram in June. I didn't have my first picnic until July 1st. And then probably about a week after that, I had almost a picnic every single day. And on some days too last year. By the end of the year, we did close to 200 picnics. And I'm saying we, but it was me. me, me and sometimes my mom, or I'd call up friends. The best thing with COVID is I had friends working from home or they had time off. So I really got to kind of pull out help from those areas.
You have scaled your business now.
Mm-hmm.
It was just you, and now you employ how many people?
Now, including me and my mom, because she's a big part, 9 of us. So we just hired 7 event stylists or picnic stylists. And I still design all the picnics and I go through over them with how we're going to plan to set it up on site. But now they can go off and set it up. So we are essentially able to service about 7 picnics at the same time if we wanted to. And I literally dumped everything back into the business, of course. So stocked up on inventory, we can take events up to 50 guests at the same time.
So do you pick the picnic location or do the people who are booking with you pick where the picnic will be set up?
Combination of the two. A lot of times people just are like, Barbara, take care of me. You know the best. They'll share with me their region and then I'll have preferred parks, or if they want a certain vibe, then I will suggest a park. Or sometimes people even have sentimental value to certain places. Maybe it's a date and that's where they met the person or went on their first date. So they'll request a park too and we'll check it out. And then, yeah, we'll set up there too.
And are you ever doing picnics in people's backyards?
100%. And that's people love that because they can drink easier and, maybe go a little bit later. But that's definitely, they're probably some of my favorites too.
What are the next steps then for Picnics by Six? What's next?
For Picnics in the Six, we're just gonna continue to grow. We're also gonna be launching our backyard glamping soon. So we have a 5-meter bell tent. It sleeps 8. You can lounge in there for about 10 guests. We're planning to do like parties, so you can get like manicures or massages in there. We're also going to be doing private dining styling. So we're taking the picnics off the floor and kind of doing that whole vibe and styling just in like an easy setup service breakdown. Just because there's so much going on these days, I'm just trying to find a way to make things easier for people to still have a good time and reconnect with friends and family.
Well, I want people to be able to find you and go obsess over your images on Instagram, much like I am. So where can they find you?
Absolutely. Look for me on Instagram. So it's at Picnics in the Six. You can also check me out on my event planning page on website. It's www.byjoi.com. And I'm also on TikTok there. So you can check out at Picnics in the Six there too.
Incredible. Thank you to Barbra-Joi Mitchell today for joining
You're
me.
welcome.
And thank you to our sponsor, RBC. RBC is here to support you through digital first solutions, advice and services that go beyond banking to help you realize your true potential. Because owning a small business takes something special. That's why RBC is behind you every step of the way. Visit rbc.com/business.